Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all.
Uh,
I assume when I say hello, one and all, it means I'm ready.
I thought you were practicing. I just wanted to make sure that you're prepared.
Hello, one and all! Welcome back to Manly Voices!
Damn! Okay, shit! Fine!
I'm Evan, also known as Man the Ankles. My goal on this show is to scare the shit out of everyone in the room with me.
Both
At
of you
least
scared
once.
the shit out of the person sitting right next to you on your couch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Torby, if I disturbed you.
He's used to me yelling.
Yeah, I'm back again with Gabs and
Oh.
Torbjorn.
By the way, Torby's here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty important to say.
Definitely. Yeah, it was funny because Grace was like, oh, the next time you come over, you can totally bring over Torby. And then she's like, why? But now the last time I didn't bring over Torby, Taka died, and everything was horrible.
Well, only because that time, Grace had also been like, or both of you had also been like, hey, bring over Torby if you want. Like, Torby's more than welcome. And you made such a point of being so polite and saying that Torby was so welcome. and then I became suspicious because I was like, are they having me bring Torby because I'm gonna need Torby, or because I didn't bring him last time and I fucking regretted it.
So we're back on Danganronpa. We are continuing the investigation of Hifumi and Taka's murder. Kyoko was just brought back into the mix. Hiro's our number one suspect right now because we found him in the robot costume. But we're not sure, so we're gonna catch Kyoko up because she does not have an alibi for Taka's murder. So we're gonna figure all that out. Says Grace. Oh. Alright, so their bodies were left in the repository.
Oh, they're still there. Hifumi and Taka.
For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
Well then, let's get started.
She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
Not my Taka. The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons.
Her movements were so smooth. She was so hot.
I thought you were gonna say she's so high. She's poking her out like, hey.
It's just like, hey, are you dead?
That's exactly what Genocide Jill was doing.
Yeah. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
Ew.
All right.
And since I was so comfortable, I started pooping immediately.
Makoto, clean up your mess at once. Quit defiling the crime scene.
Makoto, I found something.
You did?
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
He did?
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much, you fucking twat?
No, that's not it.
God, how dare you, first of all?
Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
Take a look. She could have totally been lying.
Yeah.
It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right?
Uh-huh.
It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant, right? And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. And 6 comes after 5, and before 7. So that would mean the watch...
So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
Same. So, if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m.
Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
So he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
Aww. Anyway, and that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something.
You're right, there's something white in there.
Ew. Can you try and pry it out?
Me?
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right?
Okay.
Okay, Mrs. I'm gonna fondle this body until I find a penis.
As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand.
My baby.
The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Not just any piece of paper.
The piece of paper.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna say something more, but... Was that all he had in his hand?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
I wonder about that.
Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own.
Wow.
That was a lie.
Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to Truth Bullets. All right. Do we talk to her again or just examine Hifumi?
Let's get Hifumi.
All right. I wonder if I hope it's not going to give us... The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse.
He just won't let that go.
From the nervous office.
Wow.
When he was disturbed to the Pazarori. All the way 7.
What?
No one's having a stroke here on Manly Voices.
We didn't do our vocal warm-up before we started.
That's why I was shouting at the beginning. All the way from the first floor to the third floor.
What is it that Apollo Justice does?
Chords of Steel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Evan and I'm fine!
I'm fine.
And all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head.
He's
He was
so
most likely...
sweaty still.
Yeah, right. He's most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which is found in the nerf. I think this is all the information we had before. So I guess we're just going to talk to Kyoko again.
All right, love it. Hi again, Kyoko.
So did you find anything?
I did. More than I expected, to be honest.
Like, I know he's fat, but you don't have to keep rubbing it in.
Ew.
Not the fat, just the fact that he's fat.
He's dead. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Look at this.
A wad of paper?
Not just any wad of paper.
The one Hifumi had hidden on him. Great, that's the only one of its kind.
Hifumi had it hidden on him.
Hidden?
He stuffed it way up his butt, Morty.
Oh.
Oh. I didn't read the box. He stuffed it into his
Pants.
So I can only assume he's hidden it on purpose. You see?
In his pants? Wait, so you...
Yes. Directly up his butt, Morty. Not like his socks or something.
Wait, why is the socks a deal breaker?
Yeah, why is that the first thing that comes to your head?
I don't know what that means.
This whole conversation has really gotten away from me.
Anyway.
Let's take a look at this paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it. Open it real slow.
I don't do feet stuff.
Ew! Feet stuff.
When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape.
It was my butthole, Morty! Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now.
I sound more like Mondo than Rick, but
Honestly,
whatever.
it's pretty close.
Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m., Morty.
That sounds very familiar.
That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling the truth.
Although it's not exactly the same, is it?
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Ooh.
The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet him at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
And in the equipment room.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold it! Just because Hifumi had that note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
Okay, calm down.
God!
Huh?
Part of it, she's just getting increasingly more irritated with him. Like faster than Byakuya was.
Yeah.
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
She's just like so upset that that he dared ask her what she was doing during her own private
She's
business.
Be salty about it forever.
There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more?
Think carefully.
Bless you.
Wait, why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly?
And in his pants.
But betwixt his buttocks.
I have no idea.
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something so much more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
She's like miming the torn piece of the page and
She's like
putting them
got a
together.
little graph and a
he's
diagram.
Like, he's like, I don't see it.
I just don't understand. I'm sorry, I shit when I'm nervous.
This was always a problem during test days.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The 2 victims this time had their EB handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there is any reason to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Yep, honey, you don't have to use your little thinking brain. You didn't have to think about them at all. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. You dumbo. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role.
A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand.
Yeah, and who among us is surprised?
But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind.
Nice! Yeah, right. Ding dong, bing bong. Oh, is it class trial time already?
Whoa. Was there other things that we, could have been doing?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I'm so hurt.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
Baby, you're a firework.
And so, with no further ado, Katy Perry, everyone!
She's just like nervously shifty-eyed. Like,
She's like being held against like knife point.
yeah,
Like all the Gatling
Left
guns.
Shark is there too.
Left Shark.
The whole gang is here.
If these sharks don't have frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Everyone, please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Okay, bye. Oh. It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, there are so many bright people in this group. Why does the pressure to figure it out always fall on Makoto?
Yeah.
He's
seriously.
arguably the dumbest human in this game.
I mean, besides Hero anyway.
I would beg to differ. Hero's at
Really?
least a millionaire. He's business-minded or something.
That's because he can see the future 30% of the
Supposedly.
time.
Yeah.
30% of the time, I'm right every time. That's always one of my favorite lines that he says.
Okay.
Torby, here you go.
Oh,
He gets a cookie because I'm scared!
okay.
I'm just glad that Taka didn't murder anyone, because I think seeing an execution scene for Taka might have broken me even more.
Oh, you want to know what his supposed execution scene was?
What?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
They did plan out
Everyone?
execution for everyone. Yeah.
Ooh, what was his?
I think it was something like he became the prime minister, and he was having a parade, and he was kind of being led down the parade, and then all of a sudden he got protesters, and he was being thrown rocks at or something,
He
and
was
then
stoned to death?
and then someone shot him. I think.
So they
like an
literally put
assassination.
him on a fake parade.
Yeah, or something.
That's so extra.
Don't quote me on that. I don't know that for
That's
certain.
something I should look up for myself, because
Toko's execution scene is pretty good because it's her chasing after Byakuya while a steamroller is slowly like going behind her.
Wait, so she doesn't actually die in this?
That's like one of her supposed ones, you
Okay.
know, like the ones they conceived. Like they had a lot of different ideas for all of them.
Everybody? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
And I love
Yeah.
that, chasing after Beyonce.
Yeah, and then it's like a cardboard cutout of Byakuya, so when she reaches him at the end, she gets flattened by the steamroller.
And then it's not even him.
Yeah.
That's so effed. But
Yeah.
I also love it.
Anyway,
I want to find Byakuya's because he deserves to die. Anyway,
Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there,
Whoa.
Hello, hello, hello.
he's multiplied?
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion.
I love that with the two little tildes there.
Yeah.
I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
I don't know why I'm shifting back and
I know,
forth.
you're doing a little dance.
Doing
in
a
your seat.
shimmy.
A little shimmy shake. Can we just get on the elevator already?
You're not playing along.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay, fine. Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train elevator.
Choo choo.
I'll see you guys down there.
The pain elevator.
Okay then, shall we?
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious.
That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note?
Well, no, but...
How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hi.
So, Gabs,
Yeah?
before the trial starts, do you have any...
Hifumi did it. He orchestrated it and then someone killed him.
Okay, that was...
Great.
I was gonna ask what you thought. You had it right on
I
there.
was ready.
But do you-
Hifumi's fucking suspicious. He
Do
didn't...
you have any idea who killed Hifumi then?
I kind of hope it was Celeste, but I don't know for sure. I just hope it was Celeste or Kyoko.
With the hammer, I flashed his brain in.
Oh no.
There was pink.
Oh dear.
There was pink all over my twin drills. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your fucking Wow, that was...
Wow. Kyoko is not in the mood for anyone's shit right
yeah,
now.
seriously.
Wow.
Save your accusations for when we get into the courtroom.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea.
This is
Did
the
I
story
ask?
of a girl who killed her friends and drowned the whole world.
That's right. I have to do it. I have to quote Blink-182.
Was that who that was?
I think it was.
Really?
Or no, was it Third Eye Blind?
Dude, I don't know. I was being facetious. Grace, do you know that song at all?
Story of a girl?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Is it
Blink
Third Eye
182?
Blind or is it Blink 182? Alexa!
I think she's in the
I
bathroom.
don't
Oh,
think it's
she's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. You guys keep doing that.
Okay.
All right.
I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive,
Yeah.
and for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is
Your mama.
someone right here. Except for Genocide Jill. I don't think she did it.
Or Hero.
It's by a band called 9 Days.
9 days. Okay.
So 9 Days.
So wrong on all accounts. Love it.
Well, mine had a number. Well, both of ours had numbers in it. Dang it.
I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly.
Am I thinking of that song where it's like, I want something else to
Yeah,
give me...
that's
Third Eye Blind.
That's Third Eye Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby. Anyway.
Once everyone's aboard the elevator,
Chugga, 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 chugga.
the doors the doors closed on their own.
As elevators tend to do.
And in like Muzak format, it's like da 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 da. The steel box began to move.
The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all of this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate.
Oh, it's different again.
Oh, cute.
When I see you all gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Not a good enough reason to use the word climax. Only because of you.
Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Stop moving around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break.
And on that note...
Seriously, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start the fucking class. Well, in a moment. We're just gonna get through the narrative.
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly
Oh
judgment,
my God,
a deadly deception,
no!
a deadly betrayal,
Oh my god, shut up!
a deadly riddle, a deadly
I
defense,
hate you
a
so
deadly
much!
a deadly
I'm
class
so
trial.
full of rage!
I'll have you know that the other protagonists don't go on like that.
Are the other protagonists less obnoxious?
I would think so.
Did you think Makoto was obnoxious when you first played this?
Yes.
Grace,
to-
yes.
Well, yeah, but I thought he was just, ordinary.
He talks way too slow.
That
Yeah.
was another thing. All right, so we saved, and we're gonna call this an episode here. Next time on Manly Voices, we'll get down to the third class trial.
Get down to the nitty and or gritty.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you like this, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also leave a comment on what other voice adventures you'd like us to do next. Until next time, bye, everybody.
Bye.